So I'm getting ready to record my podcast. I'm opening up Spreaker Studio now. Just getting the studio ready so that we can do what we need to do. And then we'll get onto it. I'll start. This is Prophet Basil Green speaking. Welcome to my podcast, The Prophet Basil Green Show. This show was exclusively created for you, the responsible leader. The education you will receive will equip you with the right knowledge, skills, and attitudes to succeed in a competitive work environment and in life. You will learn how to use communications as a tool. Ultimately, you will influence the success of your nation positively. Don't confuse me with the president or government. The money you will make, some of it they will come to take. The marketplace also wants a portion of it, like it's a piece of cake. Use this podcast for your innovation, influence the success of your nation, and enjoy your celebration. Okay, this is another day for us on the Prophet Basil Green Show. I've got a very important topic to talk about today. Well, all the topics are important. It's just that this one here is of vital importance because it affects our nation. So I wanted to just spend at least 10 minutes talking about this subject. I had initially decided to do something else, but I just sense that it is something that needs to be addressed, and we need to discuss this. Just we're sharing our opinions, we're sharing our knowledge, we're sharing what we see could happen, what we would like to happen, and how we would like things to be turned around. So it's about the March and March Abahambe campaign that is currently going on in our nation. And there are others that are also busy with it, because I've seen some YouTube videos and Facebook videos of others doing similar things in Johannesburg, in places like Durban. So I'm not sure about Cape Town. I think once I saw someone do something in the Western Cape area. And to be honest, it's not only targeting African foreign nationals. I'll even call them by their rightful name, as that they're illegal immigrants. So that is what the campaign is all about. So we have all kinds of people in South Africa, and we are housing people from different parts of the world. And the majority of those people are from Africa. This is just my opinion, based on what I've read. We have close to 30 million undocumented people in our nation. So the stats could be corrected, but how are you going to get a definitive number if they are undocumented? So calculating with our people that are living here, we got close to 90 million people in South Africa. And the economy is not doing good. So I want to repeat before I just carry on talking about this whole situation. We have different nationalities in South Africa. Some of them are here legally, and they are providing a critical skill, and they are contributing to the economy. They are paying their taxes, and they've invested their 5 million rand. Now, it is for our government to come out and actually go out and deal with this problem, because it's becoming a major problem. Number one, the guys wouldn't be fighting with the people. They're not literally fighting. I'm not promoting violence against foreign nationals. They mustn't fight with them unless somebody fights with you and you are trying to defend yourself. If you are being attacked, we saw in a different incident recently, in a bumper to bumper incident. The guy is from Pakistan. His wife pulled a gun, gave him a gun, and the guy was subsequently shot. That is not xenophobia. That is somebody defending his life. Now, xenophobia is not the fear of foreigners. We are not afraid of foreigners. We've been living with foreigners for as long as I've lived in South Africa. I've always had contact with people from different nations. And probably some of them were here illegally. Maybe some of them were overstaying their stay. And the problem wasn't as bad as it is now. Use your logic. If you feel that our people are being xenophobic, we must distance ourselves from violence. We must distance ourselves from hatred. We must distance ourselves from victim mentality. I'm speaking to both South Africans and people from other parts of South Africa. We must distance ourselves from this from things that are causing this country to be destabilized. We don't want to fight with anyone. We are just saying, guys, please respect our laws. When we go into your countries, I've been to 7 different African countries. It was quite a while ago, more than 14, that's about 14 years now ago. I went into different countries. I had to have a passport. I had to go through the border gates. We never go through the fence. We went through the border gates. We respected the laws in the country. And then when it was time for us to leave, we left. So I don't know what is so hard. There are many people leaving South Africa for different parts of the world. I know of people that have worked in different African countries. They had to have their stuff in order before they left and went and worked in those nations. And they didn't stay longer than they were supposed to stay. They came back home. Now, obviously, with people that are lawless, that are coming here to destroy, when they are caught, they make you look like the bad person. I feel that some of our brothers and sisters in Africa are very ungrateful, because they know we invited them into our homes. We gave them food. Many of them weren't working. When they weren't working, they came knocking and asked for food. We gave them some food. We gave them clothes. We found a way. I remember there was a guy that came to me. He wasn't getting work. He asked me to organize him some food. So I went and asked somebody that was doing food parcels to give me the food parcel so that I can give to this guy. I went with him to the church, and the guy received the food parcel. Even though he was a foreign national, he wasn't documented. His passport was expired. Obviously, that is Ubuntu. We can't be ill-treating people, even though we know that his passport is expired. But I did have a talk with him, and I told him, hey, you rather go and sort out your papers and then come back so that you can be comfortable in the country. You know, it's things like that. Even though the person we know is doing wrong, we're not going to ill-treat you. And many of our people have done that. They've given you work. But the situation is very, very bad. There are millions of South Africans right now who depend on SASSA. The SRD grant for 370 Rand. Times are difficult. Why? Because the jobs that we're supposed to be getting, the jobs that our people are supposed to be getting, it's somebody that is an illegal person that's here illegally. So you have to understand, if you really love our people, you will step back and say, hey, you know what, I've had a chance to make some money. Let me go back home and use this money or use what I've learned here in South Africa and go and implement it in my own country. We will help you, guys. If you are listening to me from another country, we will help you. Things are tough in South Africa. People are frustrated. Our government is not doing right. They are selling citizenships. People are coming illegally into the country. The laws haven't changed yet. We know that different leaders in in our continent want each and every person to be able to walk into each country without a passport or just an ID. I read that it's in Lesotho that now they've implemented that. So some of them have to go back if they're here, they overstay their welcome, and then they all have to do is just come back into the country. They need to be registered that side and then come back into the country. We can go into Lesotho with our IDs. We are seeing some breakthrough, but obviously with that we have to monitor it as well. So we have to monitor it. We have to understand what laws are applicable for that as well. So with the jobs, there's critical skills. If you got a critical skill, you can come into our country and work. But if there's other people that are unemployed with a critical skill, first preference must be given to our South Africans. Our South African people are leaving from South Africa to Australia. They follow a specific process in order to go and work in that country. And obviously, countries put their citizens first. What is wrong with us trying to also implement our laws? Do not call us xenophobic when you've been living here for 10, 15 years of your life and you've prospered. At home, you never ever had a car, but once you're here in South Africa, you were able to buy yourself a car. So I feel it's a grave injustice. I'm not for those people that are fighting with people because they are foreigners. We don't want that. Obviously, in every movement, there are those rotten apples that want to take their violent nature and go and fight with people. But if the people are attacking our people because we are asking them to leave, then it means they are violent as well. The people are going to fight with you. There should be some kind of dialogue that we have to engage in, especially with the leaders of those countries. We shouldn't do business. You know, some of the countries in the SADC region, what are they doing in the SADC region if their people are here because their governments are ill-treating them? What are they doing in the SADC region? What are you talking about in the SADC region? What you guys are talking about in the UN? If the people are being oppressed by their own leadership, what are you guys talking about when you sit down as African leaders? Are you challenging those presidents to actually prioritize the rights of their citizens? And if they are not complying, what are you doing to help those people that are full here in South Africa? And not only in South Africa, somewhere in Mozambique, somewhere in different parts of the continent, but most of the people are here. We've got millions and millions and millions of people in South Africa. So I've spoken for about 13 minutes and I don't want to talk very, very long. The last thing I want to say is we need to have continuous discussions. This is not something that can be changed overnight. Why? Because we've got millions of people. Our borders need some help. We need to sort out our borders. Our army needs some help. Our defense force needs some help. Our SAPS needs some help. Our Metro Police needs some help. They are good cops. They are good soldiers. However, we see that the problem is large because many of these people are getting in through the borders, and our citizens also must not employ people that are illegal immigrants, because you are taking food out of the mouth of a South African when you do that, and their children are also going to suffer because some of these people are breadwinners. And then we find that crime increases, and crime also increases because Some of the criminals from that country come into our country and continue their criminal behavior when they can't get work here. Or when they do get work, they still continue their criminal behavior. You are listening to the Prophet Basil Green Show. Hey. Subscribe to this podcast. Don't miss out on any episode. Lastly, but not least, I am a motivational speaker. To book me, you can check my contact details in the description of this podcast episode. First come, first serve. Podcast is finished. Let me have a cup of tea. I'm just actually putting together now. I'm putting the image on. And I'm gonna put a name on it, put a description, and then publish it afterwards. So this is rooibos tea with some lemon. Tea is good for you. I like to drink coffee, but it's too late for me to drink coffee now. I prefer to drink it in the morning, but you'll never go wrong with a cup of tea. I'm just looking for the pictures here. I can't see where which picture is it. But I hope you understand that, hey, running a podcast is not hard. You just have to put the time in. You can just make one. This one is done once a month. It works for me. I'm not overwhelmed now by the amount of work I have to put in, because there are other things I am doing to actually build my personal brand. But obviously, there are others with bigger personal brands, but whoever I can touch with the message that I have, because I usually speak about responsible leadership, and our leaders need to come to the table. I think I should put a part 2, but not today. Maybe next month or in the near future. There's quite a lot I spoke about on there. I don't want to overwhelm people, but you can share your messages, listen to the podcast over and over, and see if this is something that is affecting you. You know, some people are benefiting from it because they're making money or they're saving money from it, but the vast majority of our people are suffering. And we can't sit back and allow the situation to get worse, because if another 10 million illegal immigrants come to South Africa, we are going to have a big problem. It wasn't a problem when there was just a few, but now there's millions and millions. We don't hate Africans. And if you want to fight with us for trying to sort out our nation, you are going to get a fight from us. South Africans aren't weak. We are not weak. So sometimes our kindness can be taken for weakness. And that's okay, because you will end up losing out in the end. But You guys need to appreciate what we've done for you. You've made a difference in your lives. And it's time now for you to go and fight. We are saying to you, since you're putting up a fight with us, you might as well go and put up a fight with your leaders. It's not everyone, and some of you are not even really asylum seekers, because you go back home and you come back out the country. But that's also changing. It's changing because our law now states that if you started in a different country, you can't come here, you stay in that country. So let's just say you are in a further north country and you go to your neighboring country, that's where you will seek asylum. Because I think the UN pays countries to receive asylum seekers. So it's not necessarily the government's money. The UN pays them. But that also I need to research properly. And if anybody knows that it's the truth, you can just comment and say yes, it is the truth. Wow. Today I'm giving you a behind the scenes of how I make my podcast. I don't usually do that, but I just thought let me share some information with you. It could help somebody out there that's thinking of doing it but is waiting for the perfect moment. There's no such thing of a perfect moment. You've just got to start. You've got the plan in your head. Maybe someday you've written the plan down. There's never a perfect moment. I'm telling you now. You're never ever going to get that perfect moment. Oh, this picture's not coming and not going on now. So I've named it about the Abahambe situation in South Africa. So I won't be putting any picture now, honestly, because it says minimum. So I don't know why, because in times past I got it from so I have my last sips of the coffee, and then we're going to publish. I'm dressed like this because I'm going in work also. Just to let you know, I am a handyman, but I also do podcasting. I'm still doing motivational speaking. If you want to hire me, you can just speak to me. My details are in the description.